Hey there, viewers. How's your relationship with your partner? Are the two of you getting along? As fun as a relationship can be, it can turn sour fairly quickly. In today's video, we're going to look at subtle signs your partner is falling out of love. Is not arguing a good or bad sign? What about being extra busy at work? Let's discuss it all and more. Number 1. Everything about you starts irritating them. If your partner is constantly annoyed by your every move, this could be a sign your relationship is going downhill. Complaining about random things that used to be ignored tells you something is wrong. It's hard to understand how feelings change so quickly. The same partner who first found you flawless now can't see a single positive thing about you. Spending time together is now a task. If this way of living continues for the two of you, your relationship is headed to disaster territory. It may seem like you're past talking it over, but if you truly love the person you're with, you'll make an effort. How often do you ask your partner about their day when they come home from work? Do you start ranting about your day? Sound off in the comments below and start a conversation with our Bestie community. Number 2. You no longer argue. Every relationship hits roadblocks at some point. If you're not talking about your problems openly, you're not going to work through anything. Lack of communication will ruin whatever's remaining in your relationship. Number 3. They're being secretive. It's common for couples to share passwords with each other. But if your partner suddenly changes their earlier password on their phone or shields their screen whenever you're around, they may be hiding a big secret. With that said, privacy in a relationship is still healthy. Looking for answers on all the latest health and wellness news? Hit that subscribe button and join our millions of followers. Stay up to date on all of our great Bestie content. Number 4. They've stopped calling you by your pet name. Remember when they used to call you babe and sweetheart? Well, those days are over. Everything is super serious and awkward. When your partner's fallen out of love, they'll no longer be as interested in making you happy. It's natural that you'll stop hearing your pet name said around the house. They simply don't care for you in that way anymore. If you're noticing this, make sure you open up and tell them. Number 5. They don't talk about your future. When you're a couple, your plan should include the word we, not I. If you find your partner making plans around I, they're imagining a future without you. This is why communication is crucial. You need to know if something's wrong in their world. Otherwise, how are you supposed to know if they're falling out of love? Ask them a question about whatever they want. You should also ask what you can do to make their life happier. Number 6. Nothing feels balanced. A relationship needs balance. It requires an equal amount of intimacy as well as privacy. If you're finding yourself apart more than you're finding yourself together, the relationship may be in trouble. Try picking up on the little things. Do hugs feel different? Do they seem impatient with you when you text? These are telltale signs of a relationship coming to an end. Number 7. Your special days are not celebrated enough. Birthdays are for spoiling your loved ones. But if your partner doesn't seem to care about your birthday, there's a problem. If they've completely forgotten about your birthday, that's a huge red flag. We're not talking about expensive gifts and lavish vacations. Just them taking you out for dinner at your favorite restaurant is enough of an I love you. Someone who's completely fallen out of love can forget important dates, anniversaries, and birthdays. Number 8. They forget your drink order. Little acts of kindness are enough to keep anybody cheerful throughout the day. It can be a peck on the cheek before you leave for work or making your favorite cappuccino for you when you return that evening. If you find your partner moving away from these sweet gestures, you need to consider talking it out with them. Chances are they're losing interest. Before we continue, here's how your body language can reveal a lot about your relationship. Now back to our discussion on signs your relationship won't last. Number 9. They're always late. Dating is all about spending time together and creating lovely memories. It can be a simple hike in the park, ordering food, or enjoying a movie on your couch. When your partner starts arriving late to these dates or other couple events, it's time you pay special attention to this behavior. Occasionally, there is a good reason for being late. Maybe there was a traffic jam on the way to your house. But if they're just casually showing up tardy without any warning whatsoever, that's cause for concern. Number 10. Loss of physical intimacy. Partners are supposed to be best friends, but sure, you don't want to be treated like a buddy. Being friend-zoned is not healthy for any relationship. Physical attraction is important to keep that spark alive. If you don't get that loving gaze from your partner, it's quite natural to feel unwanted. It leaves you wanting more. Number 11. They suddenly see how different you both are as people. Are they now pointing out the differences between the two of you? Your different attitudes, your different interests? This is something you need to address in a relationship. It's possible to date someone with a different personality, but you will never really be together. Do you catch my drift? I mean, yes, there does need to be some differences in your relationship. It's what keeps a dynamic going, but this has more to do with minor interests. Maybe you like Thai food and she likes Italian. It keeps things interesting. If the differences become bigger than that, then there's an issue. Maybe they're pointing out how your sense of humor is different from theirs. If you can't come together on things to laugh at, there's trouble in paradise. Number 12. They're addicted to social media. Does your partner put Instagram before you? Are you noticing this habit's getting worse? If they're obsessing over their like count on TikTok more than they are over you, your relationship is headed for a rocky place. Social media is addictive. It has the power to turn happy, loving people into anxious and depressed attention seekers. Try your best to reach out to them. Suggest they turn their phone off for a bit and take a break from the chains of Facebook. Their status doesn't need to be updated every 30 seconds. Number 13. They're always busy. Yes, even romantic partners have separate work lives. Sometimes you work so hard, it feels like you haven't seen your other half in weeks. Work life can get in the way of your special plans, but if you notice they're busy on the weekends, they could be blowing you off. This is especially concerning if the two of you have been dating for a while. Every possibility is running through your head. Where are they going? Are they cheating? Did I do something to make them angry? Soon enough, you're going to have to be honest with them and sort out your issues. Number 14. They're happy when other people are around. In a healthy relationship, all you should need is the company of your partner. When you're spending time together, you should be happy in that person's presence. If you and your partner are out with friends and they light up whenever another person enters the room, pay attention to that. What are they talking about? How is their body language? Now, your partner can obviously have friends besides you, but if it sounds like they're attracted to this person, they may be falling out of love with you. Number 15. They're moving backwards. Were you thinking about moving your relationship to the next level? Perhaps moving in together? Maybe even marriage? Well, be careful of this. Your partner may not feel the same way. If they're looking to slow things down, they don't have the same feelings for you at the moment. Perhaps you're coming off too strong. A big red flag is when they ask to spend a little more time apart. This means they're probably looking to see other people. Number 16. It feels like you're roommates. Relationships involve a special bond. It takes you beyond the point of just being friends. If the two of you are living together and this romantic bond seems non-existent, your relationship has hit a dry spot. This doesn't mean that you're fighting all the time. It just feels like that spark that brought the two of you together is gone, and you're just living together like roommates. If things continue like this and you don't have any interest in them, why keep the relationship going? Relationships are sure complicated, but marriage is a whole different ballpark. Let's keep the conversation going with a couple more marriage-related videos, shall we? Here's what you need to know. Watch 6 differences between being single and being married. You can also try 8 questions to ask your partner before getting married. Go ahead, click one, or better yet, watch both and learn more about love and marriage. Have you been noticing these signs in your relationship? Let us know in the comments below.